Welcome to a new day 365, my channel on addiction, relapse, and recovery. My name is Jim, and thanks for watching. So, today is my 30 days. I'm 1 month clean. Can you believe it? When I relapsed back in November, I didn't know if this would ever happen again. I had hopes it would. Well, this is the most clean time I've been able to put together since November, and yeah. So what you're looking at now is this is the second assignment I have due at the treatment center, right? It's officially called a D&D. It's my drinking and drug history. But as you see, I've named it The Demise and Destruction of a Boy Named Jim, or The Deconstruction and Redevelopment of a Man Named Jim, just to give it a more positive spin. It could also be called The Down and Dirty, or officially My Drinking and Drug History. Okay, so the point of that assignment is, it's my drinking and drug history. Actually, what it is it's my life story. Everything that I can remember since I was just a little guy, right? And I'm almost 42, so that's a lot of stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write my life story, focusing on the drugs and alcohol portion of it and why and how it's destroyed my life, right? But it's just another reminder of how drugs and alcohol have affected my life and made my life unmanageable. Right? I want to get all this stuff out so I can start to heal. I just talked to my mother tonight for an hour, and I don't talk to my mom that much. We aren't super close, but it was a good conversation. We did that, and she reminded me of some stuff. I got a lot of stuff to write about, and she reminded me that I was traumatized as a child. I don't really remember it. Oh, those are 3 guys from my treatment center right there. I'm going to put on pause. Alright, I just stopped and talked to those guys. So yeah, I'm going to write this life story. Probably won't share it with my YouTube audience just because there's stuff in there that, I should probably just not put out there publicly. Because after all, what you say can and will be used against you. That's just the world we live in, right? But, that's not the purpose for this video. The purpose for this video is to pat myself on the back a little bit and just tell you all I am 30 days sober. Let's give it a little spin around. I'm 30 days sober, guys. I am feeling much more healthier. My mental capacity has returned to a level much more efficient than what it was before. I didn't want to say my sanity has returned, but at least I can think coherent and linear thoughts, and I can string, a couple sentences together without much difficulty. Anyway, I was just at a Tim Hortons coffee shop for my non-Canadian viewers. Just at the Tim Hortons there. I went to because this project is due in 5 days, and I've got to write 14 or 15 pages. So I went there to have a coffee, sit and start writing it, and all I got done was the title page because I ended up calling my mother. And yeah, surprisingly that call ended up being an hour, but it was a positive phone call. Actually, I'm really surprised. I'm glad I called her. We got to talk about just stuff, right? And I don't know. It was nice. So now I'm just on my way back to the treatment center. I'm going to try and sit down and write a little bit, because there's other things I like to do too. I like to watch a little bit of YouTube before I go to bed. I certainly don't watch as much YouTube as I was watching prior to treatment, but I try to get a video or two in of some of the channels I subscribe to. And then also I'm reading. I have to read at least a couple pages before I go to bed, but it ends up being like 2 or 3 chapters because and I've already read a whole novel, a John Grisham novel called A Painted House. I read that in under 2 weeks, and now I'm reading a book called The Broken Road. I couldn't tell you the author's name, but it's about an ex-SBI agent in the States who is now like an private investigator, and she's being set up for murders, and it has to do something with army intelligence. It's pretty good, and I'm almost on that book. So in just over 3 weeks I have read almost 2 complete novels. And I love reading. I've always loved reading, but I don't do it when I'm watching these videos, when I'm watching YouTube. What do I say? I don't know. I just want to show you guys, I'm back on that path of recovery, and I'm doing well. I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. Still dealing with some emotional stuff, with my breakup and stuff, but man, she's being really weird. And I don't blame her. I'm trying to see it in today, it bugs me a little bit. So today I decided to just get the fuck out of my head, right? Because I'm letting her live rent free in my head. And it's not good for me, right? I mean, I have expectations that are unrealistic, and I have hopes that are unrealistic probably, and I just need her to get the fuck out of my head, because she wants something different, and that's fine. That's fine. It's absolutely her right, and I shouldn't try to deny her that. And for me to want to cling on to something that only I want is selfish, self-centered, and it serves no one. It doesn't even serve myself, right? So, and I'm not trying to see her in a bad light or anything like that, but the only way I can kind of deal with this at this time is to say, get the fuck out of my head. Get the fuck out of my head. Sorry, I get a little angry. But there has to be a little bit of energy behind that. Otherwise, I don't find it very effective. And I still kind of failed today, and I still text her, but it was but it doesn't have the hold on me that it had yesterday. And tomorrow I'll do a little bit better, right? Oh man, part of this AA program is just having faith, right? Putting my faith in a higher power, that he has a plan for me. The God of my misunderstanding, that he has a plan for me, and all I need to do is step out of the way, do the next right thing, stop trying to run the show, stop being selfish, self-seeking, but at the same time care for myself for once, right? I don't want to die. I want to live. There are some people in my life who will always view me as, just that addict Jim. None of them care to get to know this Jim. But you know what? Maybe I've never cared to show them this Jim. I'm a pretty good guy. I've got a pretty good head on my shoulders when I'm straight. When I care about me. I'm emotionally fucking retarded. I'm like a 4-year-old when it comes to emotions, but I'm learning to deal with that and cope with that. Another part of this treatment program is I am taking a trauma course. I'm dealing with past trauma. I've never did that before. I've never considered myself to be traumatized. I don't like to see myself as a victim, although I did play the victim in my last relapse, and probably in all my relapses, all my using days, I probably play a victim, but I'm not a victim. I am the result of my choices, of my actions, right? My life is a direct result of things that I've done. I don't blame other people for that. My mother feels really bad. She has a lot of guilt and stuff over me, and I tell her Mom, I don't hate my life. My life isn't that bad. It's just, it's miserable when I'm using. It's absolutely miserable. But I mean, once I put the drugs down, my life gets good pretty fast, and I proved that to myself my last stretch of sobriety. Like, man, my life was unrecognizable. It was completely different than it's ever been when I got sober this last time. And so, like, that will happen again. Like, I don't even know what's in store for me once I start doing the next right thing. But I shouldn't make this video too long. That's what I've got. I love you all. You are all a great support. Thank you for watching my videos. If you have an addict in your life, send this video to them. I mean, send them some of the ones when I was really fucked up and show them the difference. I mean, if you stick around long enough and wait for the miracle to happen, you might be surprised before you're halfway through. Anyway, that's what I got. Yeah, I'll talk to y'all soon. Oh, next video will be my 200th video. So that should be a treat too. This is video 199. Have a good one, guys. Bye.